Oh, are you dealing with the recruits? Straighten up those arms. Arms tight. To your side. That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome to another video, and this is my first time recording in 2025, so happy new year, folks. I am really looking forward to what the year has ahead of us for the YouTube channel. I'm not going to go into it, I'm not going to get mushy, but I just want to say thank you so much for all the subscribers. It has been a whirlwind, so yeah, I'll shut up and I'll play video games. So just to recap though, we've been now named, I don't know, like Commander. I don't think it's Commander, like we got a proper title. Let's just face it, Titania von Shire II doesn't want this because, you know, she had an ancestor who was, like a something trader, something was it like a rope trader? And yeah, she wasn't for that. You know, she went missing. But yes, we're gonna talk to Erebeth. Are we gonna talk to Erebeth? Oh no, we are the horse. Apparently.
I will not falter.
Oh yeah. Hell, Commander, we were gonna talk to Nenio. Nenio. I hope we meet the Discari and the Baphomet soon. I have numerous questions. Okay.
We march ahead.
Oh, Wolfjiff. Do you know what the Queen does to people who keep her waiting? I don't know, but I better not find out. Good day. I can't remember the accent I gave to him, so we're just gonna, wing it. Do you remember me? I'm Jarna. We spoke in Defender's Heart. So you're the commander of the Crusade now. Aristil knows it's hard to imagine someone worthier taking up the post than the savior of Kenebres. May the good gods help you prevail. Who are you? A humble priest of Aristil. I completed my trials and I took my holy orders only recently, and now I am serving my god and the people to the best of my abilities. What were you doing at Defender's Heart? What I was bound to do under my holy orders. I healed the wounded, buoyed up the healthy to fight another day, which, ow, I just realized I need healing. I have a sore ankle. Have you joined the Crusade? Don't take it amiss, but no. I haven't. I have my own task. I am needed in Chili Creek, a tiny hamlet, which, due to some oversight, has been left without a priest these many years. I'm about to set sail for there. I'll be making my journey along with Old Man Selin. Oh, but then I have to go. May Aristil watch over you. Let's go and loot my own encampment. Ooh. Is that Remph the Soundmaster? Oh, this is the, oh, okay. Hey, look, it's Grog. Or, I don't know. Flamkin. A well-dressed old dwarf is lecturing a motley company, shaking her ladle at them belligerently. Noticing you, she flings up her hands. Again, I can't remember. Good afternoon, you commanderness. Do you remember us? We are the crew from next door to Theatre Company. Though I'm terrible, I can't remember. I actually think she's more of a oh well. The one you saved in Kenebres back when you weren't the commander-ness. As you can see, we've come up on the campaign with you. We signed up to clean pots and mend the soldiers' clothing. Keeping up a theatre is expensive, so we'll have to take side jobs, but we don't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd scenes are difficult. Can't find the people to play hordes of demons, and we decided against choosing a ritual to summon real demons. That's good. Luckily, we have Master Kemp. He's invented a way to solve this problem using sound. We caught a pig! Some piglets who ran away from a burned-out village. The glum and husky half-orc mumbles softly. That was softly. We put the piglets in the box. We scared them a little, and the sound they make is just like a poaching demon horn. That's cruel! That is freaking cruel. Effective, but cruel. But the most important question is, of course, choosing a lead actor who will play the great Knight Commander. We had a right Barney over it, breaking a number of lances as well as a shovel, a rolling pin and a set of back scratches, but we just couldn't decide no matter. Maybe you can help us. We have 2 candidates that are most suited for the role. One will have the honour of conveying your heroism upon stage, Commander. Don't you have any other actors who vaguely resembles me? We're a small and poorly funded theatre, and we only have a few actors, but they're also talented. One of a kind. I've chosen the ones that are the best fit for your role. Trust my vision. I have more than a few successful plays under my belt. I'm to be played by a gnome. No, not a gnome. Two gnomes. Rubbledum and Harryfant are twins. One of them sits on the other's shoulders and puts on a long coat so they can play tall characters. They switch places every so often, so each gets a moment of fame, and that way they each only have to learn half the script. A Cyclops actor? Oh, he's completely tame. Believe me, has a few issues with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. Truth be told, in our show you mainly just make short heroic exclamations at the fateful moment, like onward, or we'll never give up, or my heart burns with courage. Lambkin can definitely handle the script. Alright, I've made my decision. I will be played by the gnome twins. Wonderful! Sorry we took you away from all the important things heroes and commanders do. We're off to rehearsal. I mean, first we'll wash up some pots and then we're off to rehearsal. Let's go, you lazy lumps. Don't embarrass old grandma now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where's Lamb? Hey, Titania von Shire, I was just trying to say the Knight Commander commands the Knights really fast and I almost twisted my tongue. Well, don't do that too fast. Wait, is that who I think it is? No, it's Crusade. That's the lead. Wait. Oh. Oh, are you dealing with the recruits? Straighten up those arms. Arms tight. To your side. That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sell them back to the... Where is my horse? Actually, where is my horse? I have lost my horse. I've seen so many faces today. It's so good. Okay, we examine the campsite of the Eagle Watch. Chapel tent. I'll take all that and sell it. There has to be a shop here somewhere, right? Let's go into the chapel tent. We outfitted this tent to be used as our chapel. Even the less pious commanders will come here to say their prayers when the final battle is upon us. I've seen it happen in previous campaigns. Altar of Imade, the light of the sword, the goddess of justice and valor, and the patron of the Crusades. This place has been sanctified and will protect the area around it from the corruption of the abyss. Altars of Desna, the great dreamer, the goddess of freedom and travel, luck and dreams. Altar of Sednare, the healing of light, the goddess of sun, the healing of redemption. Altar of Torag, the father of creation, the dwarven god of craft and kin. The altar of Aristel, old Deadeye, the god of hunting, farming, and the quiet pastoral life. My horse is very knowledgeable. It's money. I need to... Field medic! Okay. This is the field hospital. Alas, the clerics of Kennebrace suffered especially heavy losses, so we're in desperate need of good people around the world. Wait, what? Desperate need of healers. Vitali Rafrimius. Dear lady, you've been standing here for a long time. Would you like help? Camellia. Beautiful day, isn't it? Oh, who, me? No, I definitely would not. Please act like I'm not here. I just like to watch people work. Okay. A stout old man with fuzzy grey beard greets you with deep bow. Well met, Commander. You've caused quite the stir. Everyone thought the Tenebrae was done for, but the gods had other plans. That was quite a blaze over at the Grey Garrison, all the vermin running out with their tails between their legs. Show me what you're selling. Let us, get rid of the stuff that we don't need. However, that is a cold iron masterwork Kakuri. And that is a nice sword. Wait, that's 1 to 10 damage. Let's not get too hasty here. Why is that different? It's cold iron, that's why. It's just a long spear. Because we are very much over encumbered. That is a 2 to 12 sword, so I'm actually keeping that. That is a 2 to 13. 2 to 9, but it has a plus 1d8 of bludgeoning. So we could keep it. A bullet pickaxe, let's get rid of that. 4 to 10. Do you know what, Finian? You might be going on the... You might be going somewhere else. Should really pay attention to what I'm selling here, right? Okay. Okay, that's okay. Why do we have 7 heads? Wow! What? Excuse me? Why do we have 7 heads now? Decapitated head. The severing of the neck is unnaturally clean and likely was performed using magic. You have no idea how these terrifying remains ended up among your belongings. What the? Do you want to buy a 7 head? Oh, this dude's giving me a lot of... I don't even know if this dude has that much money. I was just trying to get all my, I was legit just trying to get... I don't think I need that much coal. Wait, is trout not like... Trout's just trout? Oh, damn. Alright, what has he got? What can we buy? Conman's Ring. This ring grants the wearer a +5 competence bonus on all perception and trickery skills. This headband grants the wearer a +2 enhancements, but still enchantments, to charisma. Cloak of resistance +3. I mean, that is a tempting pest control. Red salamander. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously... Wait! It grants them the ability to cast the following spells. Fireball, Controlled Fireball, Fire Snake, Fire... If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously... I don't think I have that. Bookworm's Headband. This headband grants the wearer a +2 enhancement bonus to intelligence score and immunity to all compulsion effects. However, it also inflicts a -2 penalty to charisma and a -3 penalty to all persuasion skill. I can't afford this one anyway. Inspired Wisdom. This hat grants. See, I'm already wearing a magnificent plume hat that grants me +5 bonus hit points. It's cold resistance. Can't afford that. Can't afford that. Cape of Fainting. This hooded cape is crafted by fine fabric with colourful embroidery of elegant weasel fur. The cape grants its wearer a +2 bonus to Fiant. So I am thinking... Not for me, though. Well, I think I might upgrade my Coat of Resistance. Okay, well, there you go. There. And while we're here, we should upgrade, not upgrade, but, you know, get some more Scrolls of Disease. Okay. Remove curse, because you know you just don't know anymore. Alright, it's getting too dear. Put it back. It's getting too dear. I wouldn't mind a scroll. A scroll of restoration, cleanse, cure. Ooh, that's an ooh. So all creatures within 30 foot. All creatures, so this includes enemies as well, within 30 foot burst centered on a target point within close range. So it's 1d8 points of damage plus 1 point per caster's level, maximum 25 hit points. That's nice. Scroll of Resurrection. Oh, it's expensive. It's 12,000. If I was going to make some... Maybe I should just... Whoa, excuse me, I do not want that many. I only wanted a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, okay. Maybe I don't need remove curse. Okay. Still, you know... I have no, not all of it. I just wanted to, like... How do we... No! Ugh. No! Why have I got to do it this way? Okay. There has to be a better way of doing this, right? There really does have to be a better way of doing this. Tell you what though, it is actually... Some of this stuff's heavy. I'm sorry, most of this video is me shopping. Slimy skin. Yummy. I'm still very much over encumbered. I feel like a... Are you telling me most of my encumbrance is because of... I just have a butt ton of, well... Maybe I don't need to remove disease, because look, I do have a level 3 wand. Okay. I have a level 3 wand of remove disease. Okay. Apparently they don't weigh anything. By the way, that was the rainbow quartz. Apparently doesn't weigh anything. But I do want more potions. Okay. Deal. Deal! Can I get a go? So, I'm gonna trade in for that. We'll give... Who will we give? I think Lan has the Cloak of Resistance 1. We'll take that. No, we really should give it to Seela, shouldn't we? Okay. Do you have a finesse weapon? Well, do you have a finesse weapon? Simple. You do have a finesse weapon. Oh, Marshall. Wait, who has finesse? Wisdom damage? It can be restored by resting or wherever. We will be resting. I dare say at some point. We know who this guy is. But how did you end up on the battlefield? Okay. Everyone here has a story like that, but mine is rather boring. Believe it or not, it was bureaucracy. When the old rector of Kenbray's temple died, may Adbara rest his soul, the church required a replacement. I volunteered and served for 30 years without incident. I prayed, organized festivals and funerals, bought candles, sanctified water, boring, mundane things that make up the daily routine of civilized society. But then civilized society failed and it was time for me to go to war. Praise Abadar, who led me through the ruins to defend his heart. Who is that boy with you? There is no boy. There is a boy. There he is. Oh, this one, Kaedo the shepherd, my apprentice. A smart boy. And his faith is strong. He serves Erastil, though, but there's still something he can learn from an old servant of Abadar. He'll be a great cleric when he gets a little older. What kind of help can I expect from you? I'm pretty sure I have spoken to this person in Defender's Heart, so I think we're good. Alright. Now my nose is doing the nose thing. She is a very happy lady. A group of soldiers is talking loudly and laughing joyfully and passing around a flask. So, picture this. My sword is by the fire. There's 2 goblins about to snatch it, and 3 more are digging through my tent. And I sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail. And once you get used to it... Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. So, what did you do? What did I do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know. So they went wild and started running around. I spot my sword, and they spot me. So I jump over the fire, wearing nothing but my mail shirt, and I grab my sword and I yell in a bit tough voice, "Oh, inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures." My sword's shining, the goblins are screaming, I jump to attack, and they fight back, but I fought them off somehow. But ever since then, I never take a step without my weapon. Seela takes a sip from the flask. That's some story. Oh, stop gulping, leave some for us. We've only just set off and you're already drinking? And with the Queen in the camp? Stop this at once! The knight quickly snaps to attention. Seela raises the flask and says, like, right you are, Commander Tirabraid, but are we drinking to the Queen's health? Chaotic takes Seela's flask. Give me a sip too, to Her Majesty's health. Erebeth rubs her forehead with the palm of her hand. Commander, are you sure this is the right way to train your soldiers? Never mind, it's your business. I'm chaotic, and I will stay chaotic. Okay, so we've been over here, We're now heading over here. We'll not be a stiff, you know? Right, I'm pretty sure there was a tent over here that I didn't get to go. Why? Why they sparkle? This is Nura Denwira's tent. Seems she brought a lot of unnecessary items along with her. Oh, well, my loot. She bought books. Suppose the books are interesting if you... She bought books. Ooh. Hope she doesn't mind. It's all for a good cause, right? Right? Oh wait, he brought his court. Okay. Ah, there you are, you dashing troublemaker, you. Darian flashes you a self-satisfied smile. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end very soon. You will depart on your crusade, where you scrape by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to sleep amidst the snoring soldiers, be rudely awoken by the freezing cold, and have to look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs, before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me too. I just rented a sailboat to the south. I've also hired an excellent chef, and a host of other entertainments. Well, each to their own, I suppose. Darren pauses, and suddenly adds in a more serious tone. You know, I am genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see, but you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together. But of course, Darian grimaces. Not under these circumstances. Let the Crusaders and the demons have at each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle down with them. If you feel, He doesn't intrigue me that much. Does he intrigue me? He does intrigue me, but does he intrigue me that much? Would I like him to stay? I think I'm still going to go with this one. I feel you... Nope, that's not the one I wanted to do. If you feel you don't belong here, go. But I'd like to see you again someday in the future, to get to know you better. You can throw me a banquet for me to celebrate our victory in Dresden. What do you say? Victory in Dresden? Your optimism is charming. Darian smirks, then seems to start lightly. He continues in a more even tone. Well, should you prove lucky enough to survive, and by some miracle come and find me, perhaps I shall even remember you. No promises, though. In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who is staying and someone else who is heading off to meet their dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, farewell, Commander. I assume I shall be your most precious memory on the most disgusting and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of a battle. Or, if not the most precious memory, then at least the most stirring. Darian smirks before instantly losing all interest in you. Or at least he pretends to.
I will see this through.
Yeah, did we actually walk right past him earlier? Right, I believe we have spoken to everyone.
I will guide us.
Let us not leave the Queen waiting. Yeah, I thought his name said sausage. Sorry, Queenie. Let me loot the stuff. That's my chest. Oh, we could put a lot of things away. Like, yeah, we could put a lot of stuff away. Because don't we have, like, right. We'll keep that. Sure, yeah, split. I was going to say, is there a way to split? Is that magic missile? Do you know, I'll keep quite a lot of magic missile. Wait, I don't want to... We're still on medium. See, we have so much. Ooh, does it do weight in ascending? Ascending? Does that... Or, which is heavier? You're telling me papers? No. So... Splits. Are they both the same? Inflict light wounds. Just realised it split, but it didn't necessarily put away. Oh my word. I am like the smartest of smarts. I'm sitting there going, why isn't things going down? It's because they're not getting put in my chest. They're not getting put away. We're still medium though. Does that mean the same happened with the... Maybe we should split some of the ingredients. We might actually... Because I know over encumbrance is a big thing in this. So let's split ingredients. We're currently splitting... all the heavy stuff to make us a little less heavy. Because we're kind of heavy at the moment. So I apologize for this, but needs must. Cannot go presenting ourselves to the Queen all stuffy and such. Okay, everything's out double figures. I do believe it's the... See, if he's buggering off... She has 3 to 13. So 2 to 13. 4 to 10. Yeah. So I'm going to keep Vinian, like, on me? I didn't know I could use a great axe. Wait, I could use a great axe? Okay. The rest of it can get sold. Okay, so Queenie. The Queen greets you with stare. She has dropped the pompous air from which you just announced the 5th Crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendev appears calm and thoughtful, and she has made her move, and now awaits her opportunities. Her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds.
Just so you know, I didn't want this job. I just kind of woke up in your city, and then, oh, okay.
I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Sojil Vainik.
Sojil! Okay, got you.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
Oh dear. I didn't kill any inquisitors.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
I have this cousin. Her name's Titania von Shire. She was a rope trader, and she got mixed up with the Inquisition.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, her trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
Ooh, okay. When we met at Defender's Heart, I never imagined you'd make me the commander of a new crusade.
Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the Crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
I have some questions about my mission to retake Dresden.
Of course, I shall answer.
And how did the demons manage to conquer Dresden?
That's a good question. Its walls were built by dwarf craftsmen, and the power of the Sword of Valor protected the city. Alas, where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness Minago convinced a young and ambitious crusader named Staunton Vane that the banner belonged on the battlefield. He went on a daring and unapproved raid, and the banner ended up in the enemy's hands. The city fell soon after. Ever since then, for 7 decades, it has served as a citadel for the forces of the Abyss.
Staunton Vane. Yes. I saw him at the Grey Garrison. He defected to the demon side.
Oh, really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death. He deserved it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting. I commuted Staunton's sentence and stripped him of his rank. Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions.
We're going chaotic. You should have exiled him. Let him go wherever he wanted. That way he would have either changed his life for the better or realized he had no one to blame but himself.
Perhaps exile would have been a more merciful sentence than decades of service among those who despised him. I was hoping he might atone for his guilt with a heroic act, but he likely decided that atonement was impossible, and he might as well give himself over to evil.
That is precisely what happened. What forces are at my disposal?
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit.
She's got a good point, but you basically gave me a bunch of noobs.
These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie ahead.
It's been decades. No one has managed to retake the city. Why do you think we're any different?
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demons' plans in Canabris. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris. We must attack swiftly, before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
What about long-term goals? Do you know how to get rid of the world wound forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the Abyss across the territory we call the World Wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed. The World Wound is more than just a chain of portals to the Abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the World Wound was opened. The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold, the very threshold of the Abyss.
Well, I have no more questions. You seem to terrify me.
Wonderful.
Did you know that the souls of the angels from heaven are confined in the Wardstone?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works. In any case, I am glad you did not allow the demons to commit sacrilege and gain control over the wardstone in Canobris. We might have lost one of the wardstones, but the chain is still standing.
You should know. I've received an unusual gift in the caves beneath Canobris. In a vision, I saw the death of the angel called Lariel. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the World Wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
And what are you going to do while I'm off gallivanting and saving the world?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Thank you for your reply. No, I'm not. I don't think... No, I'm fine. I'm not bringing the Queen with me.
Of course.
Well, the task is clear.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to.
We do?
It should be rather enjoyable.
Oh dear. Should I be worried?
Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
Wait, what? What? Count what?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, she has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
Pardon? Field Attaché, Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio? What in the good graces is that?
It is a great honor. I suppose.
Oh, what a wonderful gesture, Your Majesty. I imagine our dear Count would have been inconsolable if you hadn't given him the chance to serve the common cause.
I knew you would approve, Commander.
The Queen bestows a smile on you, and then brings her gaze to rest on Darian once more.
I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden.
Aww.
Only the commander may remove you from your post, but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill her orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the Crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Wow, she is like, she basically stabbed him. She's now twisting and twisting and twisting. She's like, ha ha ha, cousin, ha ha.
Truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Then let's get going. May Iyomade help us.
Well, let us build an army, and let us recapture Dresden.